to a very good start.
Yeah, we started really well. Obviously, the manner of the pitch inspection, stuff like that, it was all a bit up in arms. So it was always a little bit difficult for both teams. So there's no argument with that. But you know, there was a little bit of it. The ref was a bit 50-50 when he first got here. So I was really pleased with how we started. Like 3 minutes in, I think it was, and 3 to 5 minutes in, and Denby obviously opens the scoring, and really well worked goal. And you know, and we were, for the next sort of 5-6 minutes, we were on the ascendancy as well. Could have easily got probably 2 or 3 more. So yeah, the start of the game was excellent, and then we just struggled with that period. Like, it's similar to the Rangers Park game, where we just had like 15 minutes where we just went off script, like went off the what we were doing well. And you know, what I tried to explain to the boys was, you know, when you recognise that we've got something going well, you know, there's an area that we can exploit. We need to try and maximise on that. And I feel like they just went off script a little bit, and it allowed Guildford to get into the game.
Is there anything that you can think why that would have happened? Why they went off script a bit?
I think it's just the nature of, again, I don't like to get like, because that's what, 8 games now. I know it's in a short period, but you know, there was one change today. We've only made, you know, in most games this season we've had 4 or 5 changes in every game. So Rangers Park and today there was only one change. So that continuity I thought was going to, you know, and the change was enforced, obviously Kareem being suspended. So I thought that was going to see us in good stead, and we would build from that continuity. But yeah, it was just much of the same really, like people still trying to work things out. There was an element of still people trying to learn the standards, like Adam and Neil, who's been excellent last week, which was his debut, and then today he was good again. But there's still a lot of new faces, mate, and they're still trying to get to know each other. So you can only use that for so long though. And for me, I thought today was one we should have won. But the boys, yeah, there was a few things in there that the boys should have done better.
Obviously the games are coming thick and fast. Not much time to prep and do stuff on the training ground for games. How do you think that affects the actual outcome of a game and your preparation for a game? Yeah,
naturally, like, it's obviously, as a coach in a management team, it's annoying because you wanna get on the coaching field. And you know, before Reigns we had a period of 3 sessions. Due to the fact the game was called off, the Croydon game was off, so we trained on the Saturday. So it was no surprise to me that Reigns and today we looked a lot more stable in certain areas. So like we had a clear way of working for things like set pieces, and you know, we looked a lot more, you know, what's the word, sort of confident in those areas because they had a clear identity of what we were doing. So it is annoying that there's things I'd love to work on before Tuesday, going up against a really good team who were on a great run of form and got a lot of confidence. I think they got a last minute winner today, or last minute to draw today as well. So they're in a good vein of form. They show a never say die attitude. They've got good players down there, the forwards on fire, and obviously we had Bradley for a period, he's playing down there. So no, we're looking forward to that. It'll be a good marker again, because they'll be one of the teams I'm sure will be fancying it next year. So it'll be a good marker again. Like, you know, I'm saying to these boys that we, as much as this season's massively important, because we want to work out everything, and we also want to get in a good run of form for next season. You know, ultimately I'm not gonna, you know, there's 4 or 5, 6, 7 probably changes I want to make to the team in terms of personnel, and that's not being a dampener on these lads. They're going to have the next 8 games to change my mindset, change my thinking, put themselves in the reckoning to be a part of this, and at the moment some of them are letting themselves down. Like you've got to have winners, and sometimes in football you have, like, there's 2 elements to it. Like, you have will and skill, and today there was no lack of will from probably 95% of the team, even including the subs who came on. But what let us down today was a little bit of skill in certain areas, the decision making, and that's annoying because how do you impact that? Do you know what I mean? As a coach and a manager, ultimately you can only give someone so many chances, and then you need to look at something else. But these boys have got whatever it is left, 8 games left, and we are going to go for it in every single game, be as competitive as we can be, and continue to build and grow. That's the key.
And then finally, Jordan, obviously you've been here 8 games now yourself. How would you sum up your time here so far? Like, how's it been, and you know, what things have you been trying to work on? And
well, it's to sum it up, I'd say it's been one of the biggest challenges in terms of, like, even just managing time, because obviously you want to give it your all. It's only a part-time situation that you're in. But yeah, I take my hat off to anyone who takes a job mid-season, or takes a job with a certain amount of games gone, because for us, we pride ourselves on being, you know, well informed on other teams. We pride ourselves on being, you know, well organised, and as you said, Sam, that's our 8th game, and that's in a 3.5 week period, you know, month period. So, you know, that is mental when you think about it, and you include 4 training sessions in that. You know, so we've not had a lot of time to even reflect. So the biggest thing for me is, will be a massive reflection after the next 8 games. Loads of learnings, both on a player level, us as management, because you've always got to look at yourselves first, like the prep that we do and stuff like that. So yeah, to sum it up, I'd say it's been challenging, very exciting, and something I can't wait to see the end of the journey. Like, you know, the journey is next season. You know, I'm really looking forward to that, and yeah, I can't wait to finish this season strongly, with performances that will set us up nicely for next year. And that doesn't mean, obviously, we want to win every game, of course we do, but we are building in the right direction. You know, Guildford are a well-established side. You know, players that Ruggs had for a number of years at different clubs, and they would have had a pre-season and, you know, a good run of games. You know, that would have been their 9th, 30th game together. So yeah, we're just not at that point yet. So the prep pre-season, the prep between now and the end of the season will be massive for us, and we're really excited.
cool.
Thank you, mate.
That's all right, and all the best on Tuesday, and then we've got Guildford City again, obviously next Saturday.
Yeah, so looking forward to that one. Obviously, yeah, there won't be much different in the team, so we'll be well prepared, and then Farnham Tuesday.